Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com. This really is a quick tutorial just to compare aggressive and conservative for our enterprise club, but I am going to put the video public so people can understand some of the work that I do to try and help with the enterprise club and the auto traders. So this is YM. Been working on it for a while. YM is one of the best performers for our on the indexes for the range breakout. The problem is when we get that New York open, sometimes it just breaks and goes, but other times it can reverse. So we've got to be able to understand what those max ranges are. If the range is too big, for example, it's already done a lot of work and it wants to come back down, come around. Sorry. So I've made two. I've made an aggressive strategy, which has a wide range. It's already worked out for the whole strategy has been optimized for the days of the week and the times of the day. So when we look at it, so that this doesn't change. So you know, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays at certain hours. You'll notice also on a Tuesday, because we get some relevant big data on a Tuesday morning, you'll notice on a Tuesday actually we don't trade like we do on a Wednesday at 9 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. So all of that's been optimized. The thing that really makes a difference is the drawdown now. And the only thing that we can change to affect that is what we call a max loss. So if I just stroll up here, so put a max loss value at $350. So if the strategy doesn't work and it goes against us, as soon as it hits 350, it will go out. Obviously there's slippage. Max profit 10,000, because when it runs, it runs. And again, I've done the work to find out that, you know, if we take it to 11,000, we actually miss out on quite a lot of trades and they turn around. I'm not going to go too deep into the strategy, but the thing that we change now to alter the drawdown is these max ranges for the opening range trade, but then also the continuation trade. Continuation is when it comes back up through that opening range later on in the day. So right now we've got those ranges quite wide, and this is the aggressive entry. So there's a bigger drawdown but a bigger reward. So that risk is greater, but the reward is also greater. But you've got to have the account balance to withstand the drawdown. So if I just quickly look at the strategy performance report here, one thing you'll notice over the last 60 days it's made $51,000 profit, but the max drawdown is around $4,500. So if you've only got a $15,000 account, this is not the strategy for you. Even if you're doing funded trader at 50k, 100k, this is too much drawdown. Now you look down at max consecutive winners, 27. So you may get in the cycle in there, and then obviously you would get that funded trader, and you would qualify. But if you sod's law get in at the wrong time and you get those four max losers with an average loss rate, losing trade of $588, you know, you will break those rules for that funded trader. If you're on a 250k account, I think something like a 6 or sometimes 8k drawdown, this would probably work. You know, when we look at max consecutive losers, the average is 4. You know, the largest winning trade nearly 11,000, largest losing trade 2,311. Okay, so this is where those drawdowns come in again. Average trades per day 1.25, so it's very active. You're looking at an average profit per month of $26,500, but you have to live with that drawdown. If you are a funded trader, or even if you're not a funded trader, it's your own money, you need over 100k on the account balance to cushion that drawdown, because it will happen. when we look at the analysis for this, we see the equity curve. This was a big drawdown period here. Then we went straight up again because we get all those max consecutive winners. So in the last 60 days there was one big drawdown, and that was the problem. But again, if you'd have started trading that during this time, you've done very, very well. But it's all about that drawdown really, and the way we can affect that is changing those ranges. So let's go back to the summary. So remember, we made $51,000 profit, but there was a higher risk with that drawdown. We had a 70.59% win rate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this as a spreadsheet now, so we can compare that when we go to the more conservative approach. So when we look at the chart, we can see that the auto range breakout, within the parameters for that wider range, it goes short, hits the max profit, makes 10,000 because we're 3 contracts. On the other hand, this was what we call a confirmation type trade because the green EMA was below the blue. If I find another example here where that wasn't the case and we only get what we call targets. So this is one here where we get target 1, target 2, target 3. So that's a target trade, and that's something that we also get. Here we see again, this is a confirmation, so the EMA's cross and we just get taken out. So it does work automatically. The whole point of the Enterprise Club is that I optimize these because I'm in the markets every day and understand that behavior and can change it when the behavior changes. So what I'm going to do now, you see here, look, we had 2 trades in the day. So we had a continuation trade coming out of the London session here, where we hit target 1, target 2, target 3. Then the New York Stock Exchange opened. We had a confirmation trade this time, went down and hit that max profit for the day. So again, the momentum was there with that trade, but there are risks as well. So let's now load up what we call ultra conservative, because when we go conservative, we want to reduce that drawdown. That's the main thing really. We still want to be profitable, and profit factors will be pretty similar, but we will get less losing trades and bring that average losing trade down. So the drawdowns are there as well. So I'm going to load up now what I call the conservative. So let me just do this. Load. Again, part of the Enterprise Club is you have access to the Google Drive to get all the latest XML files, so the strategy files can be loaded up. Okay, so we're good. Now you'll notice this second trade did not happen because it's below. When we look at the strategies now, we can see we're very tighter on that opening range. So the max range for the opening is 100 and 90 for those continuation trades. So we're being, we're being very tighter on those opening ranges. Let's see what that does. Then you can see we're taking much less risk. We're very, very conservative. We look at the performance report for this. Now this, in that same time period, only makes $4,116. The profit factor is very similar, 6.86. When we bring that spreadsheet over for the more aggressive, 6.82. So the profit factor is the same. So some people get hung up on the profit factors. It's not that. The max drawdown here is only $680 compared to that $4,500. So this more conservative strategy, yes, it's not going to make more money. It has a higher percentage profitable, nearly 77% compared to 70%. But your average losing trade is only $234. Max consecutive losers, only 1. Okay, this is very, very critical here. This is very good. we just trade less because we're reducing that range size. But the max drawdown is only $680. So this then lends itself to those people with, 50 between, maybe between 30 and $100,000 account size, or those funded traders with 50k, 100k accounts, because you can withstand that. But your average profit per month is only 3,000 compared to 26,000. So it's all scalable. You've got to understand that the more risk you take, the potential is you're going to make more profit, but you've got to withstand those drawdowns. And if you haven't got the account size, you won't be able to withstand those drawdowns. So what we do in the Enterprise Club is, if there's something that it works very, very well, I want to be able to give options to those people with different account sizes. So this is YM. I've actually gone and done an aggressive and a conservative on the micro YM as well for those with even smaller accounts. So there are options there as well. So what we're trying to do is tailor it to different account sizes. And one of the things we look at there is that max drawdown, because that is a very, very critical piece of information. And obviously those max consecutive losers. So, 3,000 on average profit per month is not bad from one strategy. Remember, we're running 3 strategies on the expert range breakout, and we're running around about 3 strategies on the expert algo auto trader as well. So we're running 6 strategies, and what we're trying to do is use those, and I let people know every week which ones we're going to do, which ones we're going to put live, and then what we try and do is average out really good profits. So again, this really was designed so the new members can understand these different YM strategies there, conservative and aggressive. Hopefully that helps. Speak to you all really soon.